Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm back from the crop. I've been home for a couple of days and in this video I will reveal how many page kits I got done or how many pages I got done. I'm gonna say lower your expectations. I I mean I got a lot of pages done. I got less done that I got done the last time that I went to a crop. And in this page, while we're talking about making the pages, the page and everything, we'll talk about why I think I wasn't as productive this time. So I brought 60-page kits with me and I got 26 of them done. And that's it. And I think I did 9 on Friday night, which is not too bad, right? I start at 3. I start at 3. I took 26 minutes to complete this one. So, if you go by how long it took me to get this one done, I should have done a whole lot more. But it's not a good idea to go on a crop and you're exhausted. And I'm just exhausted. And yes, it's been a busy couple of months for me between Scrapathon and Patreon and YouTube videos and everything. And I should have made it so I don't know. I don't know what I could have done different, but I went there and I was pooped. I have to say I stayed up till 11 both nights, but the problem is it wasn't when I was making the pages that I wasn't doing anything. It was in between the pages. Like it took me forever to get started on another one. I would sit and stare at the page on my desk for literally sometimes an hour. I just didn't even know where to go or how to start. I think my brain was just tired. And you know what? I went there, I had a blast. I did go to bed kind of late. Like I said, it was 11 o'clock. And then, by the time you shower and dry your hair, it's like, well, though I went with my hair wet into bed, I just put a toque on. That's normally what I do at home anyway. And so it was like probably past midnight by the time I would go to sleep. And I was the first day, the Saturday, I was in the room at 7:30 to 8. By the time I started, it was probably 8 by the time I finished breakfast and stuff. And I worked till 11. I have to say, I did take maybe a couple of hours off during the day. I just went in the bedroom, just laid on the bed and stared at the walls. I wasn't even watching videos or anything. I was just chilling, and I think I needed that. And when you think about it, 26 pages, I release one a week, and that's going to be 6.5 months of videos. So no complaints from me. Two, I have 34 page kits left that, hey, that's my project 100 because that's not going away. I still plan on having 100-page kits done in my room. So I'm just going to build off of that. I know I have 34, and even these, I have the journaling done. I have the title done. I have the pictures done, which normally when I'm going to make pages, page kits for my room, I'm not going to go that far. It'll be pattern papers and embellishments. And then when I'm ready to go, I can just choose the papers, or not the papers, the pictures and the title while I'm doing the page. So for 34 of them, I'm way ahead. So no regrets. This was not a failure. It was awesome. And I watched almost an entire season of the originals while I was scrapbooking. And sometimes I would watch the originals without scrapbooking. So it was really relaxing. And I ended up coming home. We left. I stopped scrapbooking at 11:30 in the morning on Sunday. So I probably could have done another, 7 or 8 pages, but we decided to come home early, and I was fine with that. Ended up coming home, and we ended up going to a hockey game. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the page. I cut that pattern paper down, probably like 9 by 10 or 8 by 10. Then I had a piece of cardstock that was that size, and I used that. I used two 4x4 photos. I used some journaling paper. I used a card that says little something moments or notes, little love notes or something like that. And, this is pictures of what we ate at Wonderland. And the journaling was, was it worth it? The food was pretty good, but we ended up wasting an hour and a half of our time that day waiting for food. Um, the lineup was insane. And of course, the line that Mason chose because he wanted pizza, they were the slowest little restaurant in that complex. And like, I felt bad for the little girl, that was working, because a lot of people gave her a lot of grief. And it's not her fault, right? She's just at the front. It was slow in the back, making the stuff. And it was the busiest day that I've ever seen Canada's Wonderland. I've probably gone maybe 50 times in my lifetime, and I've never seen it that crazy. It was insane how many people there was. So there's a reason, that it was so slow. But, was it worth it to lose an hour and a half of our day to have that food? We could have just grabbed a hot dog off one of the carts and just kept on going on our merry way, and had maybe a couple more rides in. But that was fine. We still had lots of fun during our day. Another thing that I think that might have contributed to not as many pages is that a lot of pages were not scraps. So I had to look at the paper and say, okay, how am I going to start this? How am I going to go with this page? While last time when I went to that crop, all my pages were scraps. So when I opened the page kit, it was, you know what? This is what I got. What can I do with these leftovers? And I didn't have to cut anything down per se, I would work around with what I had. So when you have full sheets, then you got to think about, am I going to cut this to 6x6? Am I going to cut this to 4x12? So it's a little bit more of processing. And I think because my brain was tired, maybe just the creativity was just not quite there. But I still got, some pages that everything is done, including the journaling. I love that. I love that I had the cards there and I got all the journaling done. So that's it. This is the first one out of 26. And, I'm going to share with you all the pages that I got done at the crop. I just want to say maybe the pictures are going to be a little dark and the video is, a little darker than usual, but at least I got all the pages recorded while I was there. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.